Well, hello there, Nice Tail here. I hope this video finds you well today. I'm bringing you a summary on a knife I've done a full review on. The full review will be linked down in the description should you care to see the longer, less abridged version with all the specs and everything. This is the Rike Alien 4. I mean, it says it right there. In Damas steel. And this is a premium knife that is kind of just absolutely crazy, as is the tendency with Rike. They like to show off their capabilities and all the stuff that they do, and this is definitely that. It's also a decently sized knife. The blade is actually... I mean, to the handle, it's 4 inches long, but technically the blade continues just a little bit further. I mean, cutting edge is 3 3/4, and overall it's 9 1/4. It's a surprisingly large knife. It doesn't really feel that huge in hand, I have to admit. It's deceptive. It's also I don't know, biomechanical. This is just a thing that they threw the wall that they threw everything into. You've got an almost mirror polished Damas steel on this thing, first of all, and the blade is attached via this instead of just being around the pivot. The blade is inset into this housing at the pivot, or that I should say that actually attaches to the pivot. Does it get in the way of cutting? Yeah, most certainly does. Does it matter? No, that's what the point of this one is. This one's just interesting for the sake of being interesting, in my opinion. And it certainly is. It is also ridiculously thin. Like, absurdly thin. And yeah, even with the little blade that you actually get there, that, like, you could use this thing, honestly. Tons of forward choil, and because of the way they did the blade set up there, you don't really have to worry about a plunge. There is really no plunge. It's all the same thickness, which is kind of cool. This is number, what does that say? 331. Oh, it's a Richard Wu design. Okay. I have no idea who Richard Wu designed, or who Richard Wu is, so, I don't know why I said that like that, but I did. It is a flipper only. You unfortunately cannot get to this little hole aperture in there. This gets pretty thick up there, and you don't really have any access point. But it uses Rike's ever amazing, weird, round flipper tab that for some reason works no matter what they do and what they put it on. This is just a great design for a flipper tab. It's super comfortable, and even though it's not like super sharp jimping, it always just grips. It always just fires, and it works, and I'm not complaining. It is technically a frame lock, running on bearings with, I believe it is, yes, Teflon plastic cage washers. It is surprisingly smooth, and there's a good detent. The titanium is heavily milled. Obviously, I mean, you can see through it. It's skeletonized, is more like it, which reduces the weight to this thing next to nothing. In fact, I don't usually do this for, where is it? I don't usually do this for review or summaries, but the weight on this thing is just fascinating. 3.5 ounces for a knife that is titanium frame lock. 4 inches of like actual blade here, and all of this extra titanium that is attached, like, that's pretty darn crazy, honestly, that they managed to get it down to this weight. It is centered. There is no play. It's never had it. It's actually came pretty darn perfect, and I'm quite happy with that and quite impressed by that, honestly. there's a hidden lanyard. Or no, why do I always insist? My initial I automatically say hidden lanyard. It's not hidden. It's right there. There are hidden lanyard posts. This is not one of them. Why do I always call them hidden lanyard posts automatically? I don't know. Pocket clip with a ball that actually, despite being a little bit stiff, works surprisingly well. I will admit that I was surprised with all of the stuff that's going on here. It's not bad, honestly. Who knew? And of course, this very organic carapace-like handle with like spectacular ergos. Honestly, this is extremely comfortable. The pocket clip is not really getting in the way. It's really just very nice, no matter how you hold this thing. Surprisingly so for this extremely wicked design. You also have a good amount of lock bar access, which is always nice. And as you can see, it is a clamshell construction. There is a seam there. It's not an integral, but I mean, I'm okay with that if that means getting all this crazy extra nonsense, right? I'm not complaining. So this is definitely also the Rike logo is right there on the pivot. I don't mind that. I kind of wish it wasn't quite as blue as it is, but that's just a personal preference kind of thing. Then again, it's fine. It sets off with the bronze, so yeah, it is what it is. So this is a crazy knife. This is a premium knife, obviously, titanium, damasteel, and everything like that. But for all that you're getting and all of the complexity here, this is not one of the most expensive. It's well, yeah, it falls in line with a lot of stuff that Rike does. Their knives are expensive, but you get a lot for the money. You do. I got this knife, and it came with a little, I think they call it a pen tool. It's got I don't know where that thing actually flew off to. But it's got like a pry bar and a bottle opener, which I guess makes it a multi-tool, and you can unscrew it, and it's got a small, like, bit driver. I got that and this knife. It was a package deal for when the Rike Alien 4 dropped one of the more recent times, which now that I think about it is still probably like a year and a half ago. For $400. Yeah, it's expensive. It's well beyond what most people would think of, but think to even be willing to spend. But for all that you're getting at this price point, compared to what normally you see at $350, $400 price points, this is a lot. I mean, damasteel with the polish and the... Yeah. It just is. It's a cool knife. It's a fun knife. It's not really a knife that I carry very often. I mean, it's not ultra practical, especially with this up here, for getting the most out of your knife. And it's not also a knife that I want to really use hard, being as thin as it is. So it's sort of, I have to know what I might be going into before I pick this one. Otherwise, I pick a little one that's might be slightly more well-rounded, is what I'm trying to say, and failing miserably. All right, so this is cool. This is fun. I like this knife. It's really interesting, really, really subjective. But Rike's definitely doing their thing, and I'm here for it. I think I've said that before. Well, it hasn't changed. Alright, that's it for me. Summary over. I think I've touched on everything that needs to be touched on here. I'm out. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Oh, and if you would, consider liking and subscribing. I'd appreciate it. Though this one was a stumbly, mumbly mess. But I'm going with it. I'm rolling with it. I'm sending it because I always do. I sort of just go with what I do and post that. So, yeah, rarely are there more than one take. When there are, it usually means something went horribly wrong, and there are many takes, but that's very rare, and I don't really edit either. So, well, I mean, a little bit here and there, cut out a few things occasionally, but I think I do a pretty good job of making it look seamless. So, then again, it's like one out of every 20 videos, so it's not as much as you might think. And I'm gonna just keep doing that because why not, right? It's my channel. I do what I want. No, see you.